Okay, so we are going to create a color wheel, and it's not going to be a round one, it's going to be a square one. So how we're going to do this is the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take the point of this paper, you're going to take it up to here, to right here, and then you're going to crease it. So you want to make sure that this line is even with this line. So you want to make sure they're even, and then you want to make sure that this part is pointed. Okay, so take it up there, put it right there, and then crease it. Okay, so this paper goes up here, right here, and then crease it. Then you're going to take your pencil and you see this line right here. You're going to use this and make a line. So you want to make a line right there on that part. So just trace a line straight up and down. Okay. Then after you do that, you're going to open your paper. You're going to get your scissors and you're going to cut this line right here. So go ahead and cut that. Okay. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to turn your paper this way so that your line is straight up and down. So it's going to be a diamond shape. So your line is going to be straight up and down. You're going to take this and bring this up to that point right there, and then you're going to crease it. Okay, so you have a pyramid. Okay, now you're going to open it, and you see now you have an X. You want it to look like an X, and you want this to look like a square. That's how you're going to sit it down, just like that. Okay, now you're going to take your ruler, and on your ruler you will notice that you have the inches right here. You have inches, and then you have centimeters. Okay, we want this to stop shaking. So, see right here? These are the inches. This is the centimeters. You're going to go to the number 3 right here. You see where that number 3 is, that line? And then you're going to use the end of your ruler. You're going to place the end of your ruler right here on the paper. So place the end of your ruler, and then where your 3 is at, the long line by your 3, make a line there. Now you're going to take your paper, and I have a line right here. See? Now you're going to take your paper and turn it around so that that line is at the bottom. And then you're going to take your ruler and you're going to lay your ruler back down here so that it's at the bottom of your paper like this. Make sure it's at the end of your paper, and then go to your 3 mark and mark, put a mark right there. So now you have a mark here and you have a mark here. Okay? Now you're going to take your paper and turn it around so that those 2 marks are on your left hand side. So we got the right hand and we've got the left hand. So these are going to be on your left hand side. You are going to take your ruler and you're going to place it down here at the bottom, just like you did before, and you're going to mark the 3. So now you have that mark, and you're going to turn it around so that that mark is at the top of your paper, and these marks are on the right side. So it needs to be sitting like this. This is your left hand. This is your right hand. It's going to be on your right hand with this mark here and these two marks here. Now you're going to take your ruler and go up here, put your ruler on the outside edge, and then make a mark again with your 3, where your 3 is at. Okay? So now you have these 2 marks and you have these 2 marks. What you're going to do is you're going to make a dot in the center of where you have these lines. Okay? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go from this line right here, this line, you're going to take it down, you're going to go through this dot, and you're going to just bring it straight down. So if you put your ruler on this line, and then make sure your ruler is on the center part, just like that, and then make a line straight down, like that. Then you're going to do the same thing here. Take your ruler, put it on that line, go through this center part, just like that, and then make a line. So now you have an X like that. Now turn your paper around so that your paper has the marks facing at the top away from you. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go straight down here, go through this right there, and go down this way. So place your ruler on that line, go in the middle like this, just like that. And then do the same thing over here. Okay? So now you have those. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. Now, do you see these lines that are made by the fold of the paper? Put your ruler on those folds and trace those lines. And then do the same thing over here. Put your ruler on the fold and trace a line. So now your paper should look like this. Now what you're going to do is you are going to mark each of these spots. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spots. Start with this one right here and write red. Okay? Then you're going to come over here and write orange. So I know it's hard. And write really lightly so that you can, I'll make sure you can see that. Write lightly so you can erase it, okay? I'm writing darker so you can see it. Then we have yellow. Come down here and write green, blue, and purple. That's what you should have so far. So if you need to, go ahead and pause the video and then write this down and then unpause it. So I want you to also write this down. So this right here is primary. This right here is also primary. Okay. And then this one, write down primary. So this is what you should have so far. Okay, the next, you're going to write secondary on the orange, secondary on the green, and secondary on the purple. Okay, so you should have primary red, secondary orange, primary yellow, secondary green, primary blue, and secondary purple. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take these two colors and put them in the middle. So you got red, orange. And you got orange, yellow. Then you have yellow, green, green, blue, and then blue, purple. Okay, so this is what you should have so far. Oh, I forgot purple, red. So that's what you should have. Okay, so now for this one, I want you to write tertiary, T-E-R-T-I-A-R-Y. Write the same thing here, tertiary, T-E-R-T-I-A-R-Y. Tertiary, T-E-R-T-I-A-R-Y. And then tertiary, T-E-R-T-I-A-R-Y. Give it again. And then tertiary, T-E-R-T-I-A-R-Y. So this is what you should have. You should have red primary, red orange tertiary, orange secondary, orange yellow tertiary, yellow primary, yellow green tertiary, green secondary, green blue tertiary, primary blue, tertiary blue purple, secondary purple, and then purple red tertiary. That's what you should have so far. So if you need to stop the video and write these down, okay, go ahead and do that. So now that you have all this information written down, show you again in case you need to actually look at it and write it down again. We have red primary, red orange tertiary, orange secondary, orange yellow tertiary, yellow primary, yellow green tertiary, green secondary, green blue tertiary, primary blue, tertiary blue purple, and secondary purple. You are now going to color these. So when you color, you just color the color that it says. And for instance, this says red orange. You're going to take your red, you're going to color it red, then you're going to go over it with orange. Same thing over here. Over here, you're going to have orange and yellow, then yellow and green, then green and blue, purple and blue, and then purple and red. Okay? So go ahead and do that. And then when you're finished, make sure that you turn your paper over and write your name and class period on it, okay? Put your first name and last initial, okay? Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to color these with each of the colors that they represent. Now I'm erasing mine because they're really dark, and you need to erase yours, but don't erase all the lines. You want to erase it just enough so that you leave it so you can see what you're doing. But if you try to color over the pencil with your oil pastels, I think it smears. So you want to try to get rid of as much as you can, but you still want to be able to see it, what it is. Okay. And then you're going to go ahead and color. So I'm going to do this and I'll come back and I'll show you what I've done when I'm done, okay? So I have finished with my colors. So here I have my red, orange, orange yellow, yellow, yellow green, green blue, blue purple, purple and purple red.